Andy, I know when I grew up learning about football, and probably even in your generation, it changed after that. But linebacker was the most popular decision out there, other than quarterback. But linebacker got the most publicity. I would think guys like Jack Lambert, Ray Nitschke, LT, Lawrence Taylor, Sam Huff, even before that. Now it doesn't seem to be that way. I've got a list of the 5 top linebackers in the NFL, and I'm not sure either of us knows anything about them. We'll start with the Seahawks, Bobby Wagner, Eric Kendricks of the Vikings, Darius Leonard of the Colts. Then you have Demario Davis of the Saints and C.J. Mosley of the New York Jets. It doesn't seem like Jack Lambert to me, where he thought that the quarterback should have worn skirts at the time.
No, I think you'd be hard-pressed even to find Browns fans that can name the Browns' 3 starting linebackers. I mean, we talked about Sione Takitaki. People know who Mac Wilson is. And then the other guy is going to be Jacob Phillips, So, it's like I just don't feel confident in the linebacking core. But when you say things like C.J. Mosley is one of the top 5 linebackers in the NFL, it makes you wonder maybe it's a league trend more than it is just here in Cleveland.
Well, what do you think it is? I think it's the game has changed to the point where those guys aren't as valuable as they had been before. I mean, look at those names I talked about. Lambert, Nitschke, Lawrence Taylor, Sam Huff. These names evoke images of greatness.
Who are those guys now, though? They're the ends. They're the defensive ends now.
Yeah, defensive ends.
That's what you're hoping for. It's Myles Garrett. You're hoping it's Olivier Vernon.
Do you think the Browns are that way by design, or that's what they got left with?
I don't know. I think they got left with some of it. But I don't know. Let's wait and see what the Browns look like. Let's wait and see what this defense looks like, because you just don't know. I don't know how you can sit there and say Joe Woods wants this or doesn't want this on his defense, because they're new guys to him. So we'll see what happens. I do think the linebacking core on paper is the part of the team where you're like saying, I don't know. That really could mess us up, especially for a team that had trouble stopping the run last year.
Yeah, and when you look at it, the group, the 4 behind them, the safeties and the cornerbacks, that leaves a lot of questions by itself. So you have pretty much confidence in the front line defensively. After that, it's a problem.
It's going to be a money year for Denzel Ward. Let's be honest. I mean, he needs to have a good year this year. He needs to step out. Grady Williams, it's also his chance too to step out. and figure out what he can do. But otherwise, you're still really young on defense. You're young all the way across the board. And, we were talking about a team that was one of the youngest in the NFL last year. They're still pretty young, and they need some more experience. But I think the part where you look at them the most and say, man, I wish we had, 2 full seasons out of 3 guys is at the linebacking core. You don't have it.